बेहद की परम 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 Shanti to all my viewers. Today we will be talking about Darwin's theory of evolution. When we asked Bapuji about the evolution of Darwin's theory, he gave us a complete different insight and talk on the different parameters comparing with our Hindu scriptures, that is Shastras. Now further talking about Darwin's theory of evolution is about the creation of all animals and humans. In the beginning, he says there were single-celled creatures like amoeba, which lived in the water. Then these amoeba evolved into 2-celled, then 5-celled, 10-celled, etc. This led to the creation of fishes, reptiles, insects, and other animals. The entire process of creation took millions and millions of years. Darwin further said that humans finally evolved from apes. Let us now examine Darwin's theory in the light of Indian scriptures. According to Hindu scriptures, the creation of universe took 1 parad or 50 years of Brahma. 1 year of Brahma is equal to around 311.40 thousand crore years. So you can imagine that it is so huge number. At present, we are in 7th Manvantar, the 20th Yugantar of the first of the second Parad. The ruler of the universe, that is Paramahashiva, thought about the creation of the whole world. So formless Shiva, that is Nirakari Shiva, became Akari Shiva, the Shiva with the body made up of light. Then Shiva created Shakti. Shiv and Shakti lived together in Shivpuri. Then together in an Ardhnareshwar form, they created Lord Vishnu. Then Vishnu created Lakshmi. And later they created Lakshmi Narayan, the combination of both. Brahma emerged out of the Vishnu's navel. Lakshmi Narayan lived in the Vishnupuri, which is also called Vaikunt. The Brahma created Saraswati and Saptarishi, which are also called 7 sages. 7 rishis represent 7 stars in the sky, known as Ursa Major, symbolizing the great bear. In Indian mythology, 7 stars represent 7 rishis. The first 2 front stars of this constellation points to Dhruv star, which is also called pole star. In Indian mythology, the Dhruv was the great devotee of Lord Vishnu, who immortalized him by giving him immovable place in the firmament. Now the bodies of these 7 rishis were made up of Param Tattvas, which is also called supreme element or superluminal elements. So they can be called angels. They lived in 7 lokas. At that time, earth was not even created. When these angels began to lose power, they began to descend from the 7 lokas. They became devtas, whose body were further made up of 3 elements, that is 3 tattvas. Then they further lost their powers and so they became humans. At that time the earth was created. The humans also degraded themselves, losing their positive powers. Thus, over the crores of years, there was downfall of humans on the account of their bad karmas and sins. When a human commits sins, he has to pass through the cycle of 84 lakh births to dissolve his sins. At this stage, his state is equivalent of being an animal that represents his downfall. If a soul commits a good deeds, he is entitled to live in heaven. When a human has to undergo 84 lakh births, his soul starts falling down to the lower levels. He has to go to the 7 Patal Lokas, which is also called 7 layers of underworld. Subsequently, he can fall down to the 54 crores hell. At this stage, the human is completely without strength and power. He contains only one cell. Gradually, the soul takes the reverse process to escape from the hell. Then, there is the adding up of cells from the single cell to the human being. This is called the theory of evolution that matches with Darwin's theory to a certain extent. Darwin can do this probably because his soul had the recording of the evolution. It could have emerged from his mind and brain or transferred to him from some powerful soul. Darwin's theory, according to the Hindu scriptures, is not new or extraordinary. It was the general law accepted in the Hindu scriptures. We call it the principle of natural law. The person who said that humans evolved from monkeys would have been a monkey himself in the previous birth. That recording could have prompted him to present that theory. We all know that in the Ramayana, it is believed that Devtas took the form of monkeys and helped Lord Rama in fighting against the Ravan and restoring Sita as the army of monkeys, which is also called Vanar Sena. One's recording is contained in one's soul, and when one introspects, the recording is revealed to him. This is the case with the Darwin's soul. He must have passed through the entire process of 84 lakhs birth. He must have gone down to the level of one-celled amoeba and then again risen to the level of human being. This means that the soul always carry with it the values of previous birth. If one commits evil deed, he has to take birth in a form of animals. If one pollutes the air, he shall have to be born as a tree to refine and replenish the air. This is the principle of natural law. Yogic Guru Baba Ramdev also affirms this concept. Therefore, before doing any activity or deed, we must be careful and cautious. Not only that, we must keep a check on our thinking also. Bad thoughts create negative vibrations. Even scientists who make new inventions are inspired by the noble souls from the subtle world. So it is right to say that we humans have evolved not from animals, but we were Devtas before. It is like Shiva becoming Jeev. When Devtas took human form, they forget their previous recording and previous lives. They got trapped in Maya, which is also called illusion. The person trapped in Maya is Jeev, and the one who has a divine knowledge is Atma. Spirits or ghosts are also Jivas, not Atmas. We say that man is a social animal. We use the word animal because we have reduced to an animal. Man is afraid of the society, but he is not afraid of God. He cheats the God and therefore he is punished. We human beings forget that we cheat our own creator. So God sometimes compelled to punish us severely. Bapuji says that a common man get confused as he hear different theories of creation. Children are taught science and Darwin theory in schools and colleges. We treat science as an authority. So time has come for changing the curriculum for the school and the college students. We should teach them Hindu scriptures and give them true knowledge. The Big Bang Theory says that the universe began to expand due to high density and high temperature. This theory, according to Bapuji, is wrong. The creator of the universe would have the recording of when, why, and how the universe came into existence. In fact, most of the galaxies were not formed as the Big Bang Theory believes. When Mahashiva decided to create several galaxies, he released his power and made several Shivas who were to be the controller of the solar system, which are also called Brahmand. The creation of Shivas from the Mahashivas resembles the breaking up of an atom into several pieces. In fact, the creator of the universe is Param Mahashiva, who is an eternal storehouse of the power and light. Param Mahashiva did not initiate the explosion and create the universe in 1 second. He planned the entire formation carefully and created it step after step. The Western people who have no knowledge of the Hindu scriptures believe in the Darwin's theory of evolution and the Big Bang Theory. Bapuji say that the souls of the scientists are not very powerful. They have limited knowledge and therefore we cannot agree on their observations and the conclusions. We should follow the true knowledge handed over by us by our ancient scriptures like Vedas and Upanishads. They are the true source of Gyan. It contains the details of the creation of the universe and the multiverses. Bapuji has digested all this great knowledge, but as a soul in the modern time are quite powerless, therefore they are unable to digest such a profound knowledge. However, time will certainly come when people will be able to absorb this divine knowledge. Sooner or later, gradually, the truth will be revealed to them. Now I would request all my viewers to visit other related videos of Bapuji and subscribe the channel. If you like the knowledge and this video has given you useful insight to do like it and share it. Now our books are available on Amazon in a Kindle version and paper book format. You can visit our website www.discoveryofnewworld.com. Param Shanti.